Hello, today I just wanted to sketch and draw and sketch with one of my friends. Her name is Nessa. She's very cool, she's very talented, and also just like ask her some questions about her art and all of that kind of good stuff. We didn't really have a direction for this, so we are just sort of, chatting. Yep. Four questions total, because that's all I had the brain power to come up with.
Uh-huh.
Um, so the first one is what inspired you to draw?
What inspired me to draw? Ooh, okay. So, like, I've been drawing overall since I was a kid. That's like a pretty basic answer. Like, I feel like everyone like has that answer like, "Oh, I've been drawing like ever since I was a kid," and blah blah blah. But like, I only started to take my art seriously when I
Mm-hmm.
was 14, which was when I got really into Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Classic,
And
yes.
yes, and like that show in general just like inspired me to really get better at my drawings because I vividly remember like trying to draw the characters and they didn't look quite right and I would get so upset.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I was like, why don't they look good? And so
Why
like
is this not in my mind's eye that's
right?
happening?
Oh man. I just kept um searching up like how to draw manga because like I was also really into anime as well and like I would try to draw anime and it also didn't look good so
Right? So you're like,
yeah
something has to change here.
I oh man I searched up so many like tutorials like on DeviantArt on YouTube and like just on Google and I just kept practicing and I kept drawing like favorite characters like fan art over and over again
Yeah, the
until
best way to improve is to like get obsessed with something and then keep continue to draw
yes. Yeah.
it.
Oh, Percy Jackson as well. I drew a lot of Percy Jackson fan art when I
Valid.
was younger.
And
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And yeah, like from that point onwards, I just never stopped drawing.
I love that. That's so
Yeah,
good. So
yeah, yeah,
wholesome.
yeah.
And in regards to like drawing, what do you enjoy drawing the most?
Well, right now I'm drawing a lot of YouTubers, like YouTube animators, like
Hmm.
The Odd Ones Out, Jaden,
Yep.
Sultan Sketches. I draw him a lot. And yeah, just mostly fan art in general. Kind of, I haven't really changed,
Yes.
as you could tell. I've just changed like topics. Like before, I would draw like Aang and Percy. Now I just draw like YouTubers. Oh,
You've
and
evolved in a
OCs.
sense.
OCs.
Yeah,
I
of
also
course.
draw
Always.
OCs. Yes, yes.
In the way that you've like been drawing since you were 14, in what ways uh has your art improved that you've been most proud of? Like what has you have you seen developed in your art that has been
Hmm.
most like, wow, I've come so far in this moment, like blah blah blah, all that kind of good stuff.
Hmm. Well, definitely my coloring, like
Hmm.
shading and lighting. Because before I would suck at coloring. Like, I sucked so bad. Ooh. But over the years, I kept practicing. I looked up references and I just learned a lot of techniques. And so when I started to see improvement, I was just like, wow, like
I was
I'm
like, wow.
actually kind of good at drawing now.
Yeah,
Like,
like what is this? Oh my
like
gosh.
whoa. It almost feels like I didn't draw it. It's like someone else drew it and like oh
And
man.
you're like still at like 12-year-old that's like, yeah,
Right.
look at this cool artist, but like spoiler alert, you are that cool artist.
Right. Sometimes I just get really taken aback from my improvement because like I still remember just being that 14-year-old like wanting to draw like all these cool artists and DeviantArt and not getting there and I would get like kind of sad because like oh man I really want to draw like them and then now I'm like at that level, like
Hmm.
I'm not saying that like I'm better than them, like no
Right, right,
it's
right. But like
yeah
they're more peers as opposed to like aspirations.
yeah that and
Yeah.
like overall just like my skills have improved a lot and
Ugh,
like Like I'm finally at that level that I wanted to be at 14, you know?
I love that. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so good.
yeah. Oh
Huh.
man, I'm like butchering Big Bird. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just, you know, I've been trying this new thing where I've been doing like a marker, like using the marker brush inside as opposed
Oh.
to like lining, and I'm just like trying something different, you know? What's up? I don't know.
Oh.
Nothing good, probably. In your like improvements, what do you think still needs to like be worked on? Like what do you think is
Mm.
your
Def
weakest?
so for me, definitely like dynamic poses, because I find myself constantly drawing like the three quarters facing to the
To the
left.
left. Yes,
Yes.
always the classic.
Yes, like I try other poses, but either they look too stiff or I just kind of like revert to like the bust three quarters facing to the left, and I'm just like, I should like
Mm,
not draw that. I should not do that.
yet here we are doing that.
Yeah, yeah, and here we are. Here I am. Doing the thing that I shouldn't do.
So how do you try and like remedy that in a way,
Mm,
do you think?
so I try to look up references,
Of course.
on Pinterest, and just trying to like find a new way to draw eyes. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like the anime eyes, but I just felt that they were like too 2D, if you know what I mean. Like
Yes,
yeah,
I
like
hear what you're saying.
yeah, yeah. And so I just kind of wanted like I wanted to improve in that. So I looked up a lot of references on like different ways to draw eyes, like whether realistically or even like kind of resembling anime, but like not really.
But like
And
like a soft anime.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then I just kind of tried to like copy that, like, but like in a way that translated to my style. As
Yeah.
long as you're learning, like that's fine. Like that's completely fine. Like the one thing that's not fine is like straight up plagiarism and saying that
Right.
like, oh, this is my art when in fact it's not. Like
Right.
that's the bad thing. But to try to learn from other artists and like kind of emulate that into your style, I think that's like pretty important.
And what do you enjoy most about the process? Is it like more sketching or lining or
Oh, definitely line art. I love line arting, like
why?
because well, one, I've noticed that like it's kind of relaxing for me,
Hmm.
and two, it's that like when I line art over a sketch, to me, it makes the drawing like 1,000 times better. Like sometimes I'm like sketching and I'm just like, ugh, like I hate this. This doesn't look right. But I keep persisting because like I tend to like not give up easily when I'm like focused onto something. And so I do the liner anyway, and I'm like, oh shit, this is actually pretty
This is
good.
what I wanted. Yes.
Exactly.
Incredible. Love
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, I just
Boy.
noticed that I drew Big Bird like from the bust facing three quarters to the
Ah, got him.
left. Got him. Oh man. The one thing that I was like talking about and like, oh yeah, I shouldn't do that. And like
That's
I'm
funny.
like drawing it right before my eyes. Oh boy.
Oops. Yeah, I think our the monster of the week went so well. I was
Oh,
so happy. I had
definitely.
so much fun.
Yes. Same. Oh man. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it like the day after. Like
Yeah,
I was just
it'll
like,
get you.
yeah. I just kept coming up with like more scenarios. Like, oh, what if this would happen? And like, what would Amelia say? Like, oh, yeah. I'm having
I'm
a blast.
excited for Friday.
I know, me too. Oh man.
Bing, bing, bing. Okay, he's got a little bit of blue eyeliner, a little bit of pink eyeliner. Love that.
I think he
Blue,
has like
purple, pink eyeshadow, and blue eyeliner. Very 80s. Love it.
oh man. Gotta love the 80s, you know?
Gotta love the 80s.
Like like I actually mean that. Like like pop culture wise, like it was a pretty like that decade slapped, you know?
That decade slapped, like that's it.
Yeah. Like music wise, fashion, kinda.
Take it or leave it,
Take it or leave it. Like Big Bird's beak is like pretty yellow, right? Like
It's like the same as his feathers, yeah.
oh, okay then. All right. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna slap some shading
Go
into
wild.
yeah.
Oh, he looks demonic.
Oh man.
What if we lined with a dark yellow? What?
So
Ooh, that's.
who was your favorite character from Sesame Street as a kid?
So I think Big Bird was probably my favorite just
Mm.
because he is just like he holds the one brain cell, of everyone.
Ah, I see, I see.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I get you, I get you. And like he's also pretty friendly, like
yeah, and he's just here for a good time.
yeah. Let's see. I
Mm,
really loved Elmo's World as a kid.
yeah,
But I remember my mom telling me that when I was like a small toddler, I was like really into Cookie Monster.
yeah.
I don't know why. Like I honestly can't see that, but like apparently it happened. So
Apparently it happened. I mean, you love cookies. He loves cookies.
oh, that true. You know
Very
what?
relatable
Mystery
character.
solved.
Mystery solved.
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think outlining in not black was the move for me.
Oh, I see. I see.
I've been really trying to step up my color game.
Mhm.
I don't know how, though. I don't know
I
how.
see. I
You
see. I see.
know.
I mean, you can always look up color palettes like on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of like I don't know, like get inspired by that, or like I don't know, like kind of like draw something from it, and then like make like something off of it, kind of. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can like follow my train of thought, like.
Yes. I do the. I'm just like not. I guess I'm not really sure what I want out of it. I just know I want it to be different, which I think is the hard part.
Mm,
You know,
I
like I
see.
just want to change it up, but I don't know what direction to go in.
I see. Like, oh, do you name your layers? Like,
Oh nope, absolutely not. It's all chaotic.
oh, I see. I see.
Do
I
you name your
usually,
layers?
yes, I do, but not right now. Not right
That's a
now,
lie.
but
I think I do name my layers if I'm working on something like bigger than I'm usually because usually I
hmm
only do like I do like an initial sketch layer and then like a sketch layer and then a
yeah.
line layer and then flats and then shadows. So there's usually only 4 layers involved anyway, so I don't feel the need to like
Mm-hmm.
um name them. However, when I'm working on a bigger thing,
Yeah,
that is when I will.
I
I
see.
but like I will only name like 2 layers. I don't know. It's a very weird dynamic that I have going on.
No, it's fine. It's totally valid. It's fine.
What about you?
Um, well, usually, like I said, I name my layers. Even if I'm just drawing like a little sketch, I'll name like, oh, like rough sketch, then like the sketch, which is like kind of like a rough outline. I used to call it
Mm-hmm.
that, but then I changed it to just a sketch. And then line
Sketch
art,
2.
yeah, like a sketch too. And then line art, and then I also group my layers. So I do all of that, and then once I color, I create like a group layer underneath all of that. I label it like color, and then I use a bunch of layers for my coloring. Like there's the base
Wow, you're
layer.
who I want to be when I grow up.
Oh man. Uh yeah. I'm organized. uh like sometimes it's not even like a serious drawing, but like I'll have like 50 layers for like a tiny little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just like group layers and then like more layers and then there's like there's a layer for like highlighting and then another layer for shadows and then another one for like if I want to make it like darker. Yeah, it's like oh.
It's a lot. Yeah. How often would do you say you would do like traditional art or anything? like
Like,
comparatively to digital?
oh, kind of rarely actually. Like before,
Yeah.
I used to sketch a lot in my sketchbook before, but now I don't do that often. Like it's mostly digital art, like 99% of the time.
Yeah, I've actually find myself doing the opposite. Like I've been really working on sketchbooks recently.
Mm-hmm.
And like really not this is the probably the first time I've picked up my tablet in a couple weeks.
But like the funny thing is, I rarely sketch traditionally, but whenever I go to the store, I'm just like, I wonder if,
Look at me, look at all these pens.
yes, let me look at like all these sketchbooks and like see if I like something, and if I do, then I'll buy it.
I've been like like really trying to get into I've been like I have a bunch of like colored pencils from when I was like a tot. And I've
Mm-hmm.
like been really into them recently and I like don't know what that means for me.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like trying to blend them and like figure out how they work. Kind of
I
fun.
see. I see.
So you mentioned sketchbooks in an art store. Like what do you usually like? Do you like float over to the sketchbooks first? Or do
Well,
you like make your way around? Like what do you go for? Like what is your
usually,
traditional?
like, it's usually I stumble upon the art section whenever I go to like a department store. And
Mhm.
I just so happened to find a sketchbook, and like I kind of like, just observe it, check the paper, see if it's to my liking.
Standards?
Yes. And like, but like if I see if it's too pricey, then I'm like, nah.
Nah, I don't need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of paper do you like?
Usually I like when it's like soft in my fingers, like well,
Mm-hmm.
not soft, but like smooth, kind of
Smooth.
like it.
Interesting. I'm like the
Yeah.
exact opposite. I like a
Really?
I like a thick textured boy.
Ooh, I see. I see. I
Okay,
see.
I think I'm done with Big Bird.
I think I'm done too. Yeah.
Oh, incredible. Let me save this. Let me sign it and save it really
Yeah, I'm a
quickly.
sign it as well. Sign it. I put my initials and the year, and then I put like my little username, like NessDraws.
I love
Cause
that.
yeah, cause like believe it or not, I had my art stolen a few times.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like by somebody on like a kid on DeviantArt or
Two cases, two or three cases where my art got stolen, and two of them was like the same art, but the one that's like a pretty shocker was when I drew this fan art for 5 Seconds of Summer, like the band,
Mhm.
and I posted it on Tumblr, and they happened to reblog it on their Tumblr at the time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they still have it, but at the time they reblogged it, and it got like it blew up like
Yeah.
crazy. It had like over 3,000 notes and shit, and so I'm just kind of like vibing with it, like, oh, that's so cool. I'm getting like so many likes and stuff, and then I get like a DM from someone saying like, oh, like this person is selling this fan art as a T-shirt, and I'm like, hello.
Hello, what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, and so like I check it, and it's there. It's they pretty much like stamped the fan art onto like a sweatshirt.
Ugh, terrible.
Yeah, and like some like online store, kind of like Etsy or like Society
Mm,
6, and they were charging it like $40, which it's
yike.
pretty, yeah, it's pretty crazy for like a sweatshirt like with like a
Right.
drawing like on it. But yeah, so like I came into contact with the people in charge of
Hmm.
the site, and they managed to take it down, and that was the last thing that I heard from them. They took it down, and that was it. Recently, actually, I was on Pinterest looking for references, and lo
And you
and
found your art?
behold, yeah,
Terrible.
lo and behold, I see my Hamilton fan art. Like someone reposted it, like without credit, and I'm just like, oh, hi.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah,
Also, again, what if we didn't do that?
yeah,
What a concept.
yeah. But like, um, this time I kind of like just kind of left it as it is,
Yeah.
cause like I was just kind of like whatever, man. Like it, like whatever.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you can do. You're just like, okay, this is fine. I've done my
Yeah,
piece and I move on.
they're pretty
Do
hard.
you start with when you start sketching, do you like start with the eyes? Do you start with the head?
I start with the head, and then like I work my way to the body, and then once I'm done with that, I move back to the head, and then I draw the face.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I've also been into drawing a lot with ballpoint pen recently.
Oh,
I don't know what that's about, but I'm really into it.
like me and Max actually, we were talking like a couple days before how like um Ava and Jasper could be a thing.
I love that. Yes, I'm so close to the microphone.
I know I could. I noticed, but bro, I'm also vibing. Cause she was also having like doubts whether Jasper and Katie would be endgame or not,
Yeah.
and so we were just talking bro,
What
what
if
if?
this happened?
Yeah, like what if you know?
What if?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Max,
So
if
good.
you end up watching this video, what if, bro?
Like, what if, like, can I also, like, yes, endorsed.
Bro, because like the more I think about them, the more I feel all giddy, and I'm just like,
And
yes,
I feel like it makes sense.
yes, it makes sense. Oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. I'm really loving this little session we're having right now. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about making it a series. I'm like, what if I just interview my artist friends while we both draw?
Oh yes,
How
yes,
fun
yes,
would that
yes,
be?
yes, and then like just talk about whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
We've
man,
known each other for so long.
I know. Oh
Literal
man,
babies.
bro.
When did you join Rise?
2010.
I think that's when I joined. So it's been 10 years. Oh my god. Hold on, I need a
Oh,
moment.
oh,
Hold
oh
on.
my god. That hit me like I physically felt that. Dang. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys liked it. It was really fun. I really enjoyed making this video. Thanks, Allison, for inviting me.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.
Subscribe to Allison.
Subscribe to Nessa. Incredible.
Ah,
Love that for us. Okay, cool.
alrighty.
Again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a good time. And maybe I'll do some more of these. But anyway, thanks again to Nessa for being a peach, and you all should follow her on her various social medias, which I will link below. Okay, bye!